What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, while we were all looking forward to the end of next month's San Diego Comic-Con and then D23 shortly after that, Disney and by extension Marvel Studios sort of flew under the radar with their presentation at CineEurope this week that no one really knew was coming. And as reported by Variety Breaking in the last 15 minutes, not only did they tease the upcoming Thunderbolts, but they also gave what Variety called Deadpool and Wolverine an alcohol-endorsed boost in CineEurope that included showing exclusive first look footage from the film. We've got the description for you of said footage. We're going to break it all down. Marvel Studios' latest presentation this week at CineEurope and what they said and showed, including the first look new exclusive footage from Deadpool and Wolverine. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with Deadpool and Wolverine's release. Again, all you got to do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this was specifically a Disney presentation at CineEurope, not a Marvel Studios presentation in the way you think. So Kevin Feige wasn't on stage. Instead, it was Tony Chambers, who's the head of global theatrical distribution, doing the normal presentation stuff where you talk about numbers, new features, try to drive the hype, etc. Then they go on to report, quote, Disney shifted its focus to new features, chief among them arguably the studio's most unfamily-friendly title in Deadpool and Wolverine. Quote, with just 34 days until the third installment in the R-rated Deadpool franchise, an extended scene was shown in which Ryan Reynolds' Wade Wilson is seen living a humdrum, quiet life among his friends, including fan favorite Peter, with Rob Delaney reprising his role from the second movie. Adding some firepower to the presentation, Reynolds, in full Deadpool garb, sent a special message to CineEurope audience as he introduced Chambers as Tony Bloody Chambers, while original costumes from the film, Deadpool and Wolverine, were shown outside the auditorium where Reynolds' own aviation gin was served, with posters saying, welcome to the Deadpool Gin-O-Matic universe. They go on to say, quote, looking to 2025, an exclusive behind-the-scenes video of the recently wrapped Marvel entry Thunderbolts, starring Florence Pugh and Sebastian Stan, was shown, as was an early look of The Amateur starring Rami Malek, and they go on to talk about other things like Snow White and what Disney has coming up, etc. So again, Disney was on stage trying to hype everybody at CineEurope. It wasn't just about Marvel Studios. Now, the clip that they showed of Deadpool living the quote-unquote humdrum life lines up with what we've heard is about the first 5 to 15 minutes of the film. Literally, they just showed the very beginning of the movie, and it's not exactly clear yet why Deadpool has hung up the costume and he's just basically a car salesman, as we've seen now in many of the trailers. But at this point, he's living the quote-unquote normal life. He's not Deadpool anymore. He has nothing to do with that. And I wonder if there won't be some sort of meta joke about Disney buying Fox and sidelining all those characters, changing cinematic universes, etc. as the reason why he had to hang up his costume and no longer be Deadpool. Now, there's a couple of things I want to say because the article did poignantly mention that we are 34 days out. Usually when we hit right about a month, so you can assume this is going to start within the next week, Marvel Studios starts running out TV spots every single day with new frames and new shots that actually reveal quite a bit about the movie. They did it, of course, with Multiverse of Madness, where they started showing the Illuminati characters one after another. We saw Captain Carter's shield, then we got the hints of Professor X. Maybe it was the other way around. They just started revealing all of the major secrets. They just did it again with the Marvels. When the box office was not tracking the way they wanted, they leaked all that X-Men stuff. Arguably, you can say they even did it for back in Wakanda Forever, when right leading up to the film, we were getting all those shots of the final fight between Shuri in her Black Panther costume and Namor on the beach. And while usually it's only a frame or two, that is enough to pause it and see in HD what's going on in the film. My hope is that Marvel Studios knows that the box office has already done more than they needed it to do, and that they don't reveal anything else about this film. And so while I know some of you get frustrated about quote-unquote exclusive first look footage and behind the scenes, Marvel Studios is not revealing too much. They didn't go and drop something from the third act or put new cameos in the behind the scenes stuff. They're literally just trying to recycle as few frames as possible, and my fingers are crossed that they continue to do that between now and when the movie drops, because quite honestly, we still are in the dark about much of this film, where the plot takes place. And I still wouldn't be surprised at all if much of what we've seen about Cassandra Nova's whole deal and in The Void isn't really the third act at all. That's the second act, and really we don't know what's going on in the third act. It's a much bigger set piece, or maybe takes place somewhere else they haven't yet shown us in any of the trailers, which, fingers crossed, when the TV spot onslaught starts, and it will, trust me guys, I've been covering the Marvel Cinematic Universe for 4 years. There are going to be new TV spots every single day in the weeks leading up. When that starts, I really hope they tuck those frames. But you know us here at the channel, and I of course will be collecting as many of those as I possibly can for you guys, putting them here all in one place. So if you're into that kind of thing, and you do want to keep up with every single TV spot in detail between now and when the movie drops, hitting the sub button, staying tuned here at the channel is the best way to do that, as I will painstakingly take the effort to make sure we don't miss anything. Quickly, let me know down in the comments, guys, what do you think is the reason that Deadpool ultimately hung up his costume? I'm all ears, and let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. If you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Now, I also want to address one other thing here at the channel, because the giveaways, especially with the tickets, are going to start up a lot more frequently. Guys, please be safe and vigilant on YouTube, or really any platform. They've left our channel alone for about a year now, but unfortunately have targeted some of my other friends' channels in different corners of YouTube. If you should ever get a comment from someone on a channel claiming to be that content creator, please remember that anybody can take anybody else's profile photo, pretend to be them, and this is a whole ruse or scam to get you to try to reach out on Telegram or WhatsApp. That's usually what their account name is, and then it's all to try to get you to pay for shipping for a prize that doesn't exist. Please remember, no YouTuber, no content creator will ever charge you for shipping if you've won a prize, and really, you should never give your information out on a third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp. It's just not a safe thing to do. If you should get a comment like that on YouTube or any other platform, while you can notify the content creator, I assure you, especially when this was happening here, the content creators, we know it's happening, and we're doing everything in our power as fast as we can to delete those comments. Trust me guys, back when this was happening at the end of 2022, I was spending 2 hours a day, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour at night, deleting the comments. The quickest way, the biggest way to help the community and the content creator, guys, is just to report the comment to YouTube. They are very swift about deleting that account, and then not only does that comment go away for you and anybody on the channel, but anywhere they've commented across YouTube, and while they do just create new accounts, YouTube has gotten much better about deleting them faster. So again, if you should ever get a spam comment claiming that you've won a prize, please remember, it might be a scam. To be safe and vigilant, and if it is, report that comment to YouTube. Guys, my name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.